Hello, my people. Good evening, good evening, good evening. I want to welcome you. Thank you very much for coming. I hope you're getting me clearly. And if you are getting me clearly, I want you to indicate. Please indicate if you are getting me very, very clearly. If you are getting me clearly, very, very clearly, please indicate, because I promised I was coming back. I promised I was coming back, and I am back. I kept my word. I promised I was coming back, and I'm back. And why am I back? I'm back for my people of the South and Niger Delta, because that is where I also come from. I be Igbo South, I be Igbo Niger Delta. So I have the legitimacy to argue and debate on the subject because I'm a son of the soil. So, and I just hope that you are getting me clearly. Very, very clearly. Beautiful. I want you to help me as usual. I'm always pleading that you share my video, because it will give us the opportunity to invite other people to join us. In a few minutes, I'll be recognizing you one after the other by your names to tell you and also to prove to you that I'm live. This is how we roll here. And by doing so, it will also go a long way to exalt you to know that, yes, as you are watching me, I'm also watching you live. And I might give people the opportunity to bring up their opinions and contribute, So when the time comes, I'll be calling you in on live video to make your contribution. But I want you to help me share this video. Please help me share this video. I want to recognize Florence Tobenna, Engineer Nnamdi Amakre, Louis Neno Padin Jr., Flash Chelsea, thank you, my brother. Thank you for appreciating me. Agunenye Mikiani, Simon Don, my guy. You're welcome, brother. Christopher Aji, Ituma Monde. You're welcome, guys. Christopher Aji, yeah. Chi Diebere Chi Wike Onwalo. Oh, that's my brother Ifeanyi Onwalo. Thank you very much for being here. I want you to help me, please do us this favor, share this video, because what I'm going to talk about has to do with we that are from the South. We are from the South, the so-called, because there is no South in geography, there is no Niger Delta in geography, but since they have given us the name, we will have to make use of it very well for them. And but unfortunately, there are a lot of our people who are carried away with the name South, Niger Delta, that they even lose their senses of their true identity. Many people have, because of South and Niger Delta, lost the true identity of who they are. And because of the Niger Delta and the South, many of our people no longer have self-confidence in themselves. Because when you bear a name that is given to you by your slave master, your confidence will be taken away by such. Please help me share this video. Please help me share this video. When you answer a name that is given to you, black people are synonymous with slavery. Black people are synonymous with slavery. And that is why you see a lot of our black people in Americas today are proudly bearing the name they gave to them by their slave master. That is why you see a complete black African man answering Will Smith, and you see the person draw the trouser to the nyash. Hey, Will Smith, hey, they even take the name they make guy. To the point that majority of these black people in America no longer even bother to trace their way back. And this is what is happening to our people in the South and the Niger Delta. Many of them have taken that name given to them by the slave master, by Caliphate and the British, that they know they ask questions again, say, but where are we coming from? Who are we for real as a people? Who are we as a people? I beg, share this video, because what we're about to talk today is to help most of our South people and the Niger Delta people to start, to start coming back to their senses, because most of them, their senses have long gone. And that is why when they hear Mazi Nnamdi Kanu addressing the issue that has to deal with that have to do with them, you see them take offense. Then they complain because they don't even want you to touch that their weakness, that their weak point. That they protect them. They protect that their weak point, that their ignorance. They try to protect that their ignorance. I beg, may you share, Mona, share this video for me. That is the only thing you can do for me, by sharing and inviting your friends. Many of our people today are busy protecting their ignorance, protecting their stupidity, and they have built a complete defense system around their ignorance. It's as such that when you confront them with the reality, they try to put up a fight. Rather than sit back and reflect, they feel insulted. And also because they don't have that self-confidence as a people. They feel you are insulting them because you are in the majority, that they are in the minority. Even Nigeria have already put that sense of minority in their subconsciousness. That sense of minority have been planted in their subconsciousness as such that even in the Biafra struggle, where everybody is equal, even with all the preaching of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu over the years, that when Biafra come, everybody will be equal, everybody will control their resources, that there won't be any discrimination. Subconsciously, they still see themselves as minority. Hey, Chineke Kupani Ojo. God have mercy on your children. I beg Mona, help me share this video. The people of many of our people from the riverine area today have so much been beaten down. They have so much been dealt with psychologically by the Nigerian government, by the Caliphate, by the British, that they no longer have self-confidence. They don't get confidence in themselves again. I want to tell you one story of my personal experience while I was back in Port Harcourt those days. While I was back in Port Harcourt, I was into this telephone card business. I was into retailing of telephone card. When you go to phone booth to make call, those days where before GSM came, so we were now pure hustling. As at that time, it was illegal to the rent card for phone booth. If military get you or police get you, you are in trouble. But fortunately, in Port Harcourt, I was close to a mobile police barracks for GRA Junction. So many people that know that area might know there was this what is it called? Chinese eatery and Charlie's nightclub and all those in Port Harcourt. Those people, so I used to have issues with Ikwere guys. Some Ikwere guys I used to come, they want to, they say that their community, so I go to settle them, this, that and this. Do you know what I used to do those days? Because I had some money in my hand. This is my own personal experience. Now they tell you. This Ikwere, because at that time, they were treating me as an Igbo. They see me as an Igbo man. They see me as an Igbo man. And, for them, I'm like a foreigner to them. So, but what do I do those days? If they come in group, I will resist. I go resist them. Then from back, I will go meet one or two of them in that their group wey follow come my business center to harass me, give them some money. Tell them, say, man, una forget, say, now una be the only good guys who I see among the maybe 5 or 6 people wey come harass me. So I see una as good guys, una hold this one, una forget. Now, by the time I don't settle 2 people out of 6, I have already created confusion among them. This is what I handled a business center at that very local level. Now they tell you so. Where we say local small business center, phone booth where they run. I was able to use that my small local arrangement to even plant confusion among the youth. Where they can't disturb my business, I give just out of 6 people, I will go meet 2 for buy, give them small money. These 2 now will be fighting for me against the other remaining 4. This one a personal experience that I had, and I have to share the story for you to understand what is happening in our land and why some people are selling our land to Hausa Fulani today. How old was I then? I was in my 20s and all that. I was in my 20s. But I was able to play that intelligence of divide and rule. Not be joke, oh. In my 20s. In my 20s, I was running a business center, but I was very perfect in playing that politics of divide and rule among the youth of Ikwere that used to come to my business center. And even when they persist, I will go meet some mopo for barracks, who will be my friends, report their case. They will tell me, say, if they eventually come back, that I should call them. And if they call them, if I call them, I saw they will parade them. You never see them again, intimidate them. And this is what so I was in that position where I could control the mind. You understand what I'm saying? I was in a position where I could use money to divide some youths who were coming to me in my business center, because for me it was convenient at that time. I didn't have option. And these are youths who were not even ready to hustle. They were not ready to hustle. They were not ready to take the risk I was taking. They just wanted every morning they will come, I will settle them. And for me, I can't continue to settle you every day. I have to devise a means to also survive. And this is what the British, the Caliphate are doing to us. Some of the people you hear today say there be one, they will just raise their voice, say there be Joy Youth, there be this youth, they will come make statement for newspaper, they will come against the struggle for Biafra, they do that. Some of them, that they call them from back, they give them money, say, go and, make some statement in the front of newspaper, go and make some statement in the pages of newspaper, go and, just to create that division and distraction. The story I'm telling you is not a story somebody told me. It was an event I took part in. So when you talk about divide and rule, I was a player at a very local level when I was renting Nitel card in Iguacha. In Iguacha, while I was renting Nitel card in Iguacha, I was able to play the game of divide and rule among some youths, Ikwere youth that used to come to my business center to, interfere with my businesses. I didn't need to fight them openly. All I needed to do is to buy some over, and they will be fighting among themselves. And it didn't take much money, just small thing. Even the ones that I will give the money will be feeling they are smarter than the rest. You understand what I'm saying? God is my witness, not beside they try to formulate the story. The ones I will go and settle behind the back will be feeling smart. They will tell you, say, man, for them, they don't collect their own share of the game. I will tell them, say, you know that if you continue, you know I have the connection with mobile police, because where I did are close to barracks. All the mobile police from even Benue, not all of them are my friends. They come my business center, they come make call. They need me. Them too, even the Mopo guys need my services. So if you disturb me, I used to fight a lot because it was a business where everybody was interested. The money was flowing. But if you see me, I look rough. I know they like to dress well, not to drag attention, not to attract, because the moment you start dressing well, people will believe you are making money there. I used to wear Dunlop slippers, $1 slippers for 1 year. If you cut, I will use rope, tie them. They wear one trouser year in, year out. The only thing why they change now the shirt where they on top once in a while, because I needed to code myself so that people will not believe that I'm making money in that business center. If not, if you start dressing up, if you start looking good, looking clean, you attract people. They say, this guy is making money, maybe they can't try to. Or we were like coding our runs. Every week we go to the bank and deposit the money at a very local level. So not be say, now today, most of us today agitating for Biafra are not agitating for Biafra out of maybe because say we are agitating for Biafra out of our experiences, out of our personal experience. I have once been arrested by the police at Olu Obasanjo police station. I slept a night there. I went to buy card from Nitel office. Police stopped me, carry me. They said that they do raiding. They carry me. I go sleep for police station till the next morning. I was in the cell when I saw one man where they control traffic for GRA junction. There I called the guy. The guy is from Akwa Ibom. I explained to her. I didn't know me, but I explained everything to her. I said, bros, I dey rent card for GRA junction. You dey control traffic there? He said, yes, every day. I said, please, I'm in a difficulty. I said, what can I do for you? I said, I have money in the house. I was arrested yesterday without purpose. I have money in the house. Can you stand for me? Let me go and collect money in the house to come and bail myself. The guy go meet officers, talk to them. They release me. I take Okada rush. Go house, go bring money, come bail myself for Olu Obasanjo police station. I never committed any offense. That is the kind of Nigeria we are living in. So when you see me talk about our Niger Delta, South people, I understand their mentality, because I have lived with them, I have dealt with them, and I understand their level of low self-esteem. Low self-esteem. And then this is what I'll be talking about today. That the people of our people in the riverine area must see themselves, not be the type of high esteem where you go to say, maybe they come beg you to come join Biafra struggle. Because anybody where they say, maybe they come beg them before you go join Biafra struggle, na low esteem. Low esteem. The person want to feel important because already you know, say, for a mind, you know, in the feel say no, they're important. So if they beg them, which means they don't show I'm saying they're relevant. When you see somebody telling you, say, before I go join on for this struggle, I will come beg me, because in they feel inferior. So the only way you can make him feel like a human being is to go and beg the person to, oh yeah, now come and join now, please now. Then he start feeling important, because already he get that self low esteem. So if Igbo man approach him now, they bring drink for a house, come beg him. Hey, now come now. Which one? You see, because that low esteem now, the only way to raise in level. Now say a fellow brother from the mainland come kneel down for and say, bros, but all of us now one now. Why you no one join us? So that all you know, now come. Which one now they do like say that is they start feeling important because they don't feel important. But if you feel important and you understand who you are and you know you have a responsibility before you, you will be the one to jump into that fight. Because you understand that this is a family fight. You know your history. You know where you are coming from. You know where you are going to. You wouldn't even be complaining about the Igbo man because you know, knowing your history, you know that the Igbo blood flows in you. So, what are we saying? I am specifically from Delta as well. So we are part of the Niger Delta and the South. And I can tell you the kind of perception some of our people have about their Igbo brothers at the other side. It is in my own area, growing up, now I will see somebody from Imo, from Abia, maybe living in our village in those days. What do they call them? Bundi Igbo. If they speak Igbo, we understand. If we speak, them understand. But we still call them Ndi Igbo. So I'm in a position to talk about these issues. I have the legitimacy to talk about this issue. While I was back in the village as a little boy, we have some of our Igbo brothers who are into this butchering of cow in the village, in our village. We see them as strangers, our own fellow Igbos, simply because they are from Imo, some of them from Abia, some of them from Anambra. We call them Ndi Igbo, but we still see them as Igbos. We don't see ourselves as one. We refer them not how Abundi Igbo, but we practice the same culture. We answer the same name. We answer Chukwu Emeka. We answer Okechukwu. We answer Chukwudi. But you still refer to somebody not how Abundi Igbo. Give away Webluzi because you don't know who you are. And that is why we are bringing up some of this education, because we must continue to change the narrative. We must continue to enlighten our people. You know, when they hear, oh, I've seen people say, oh, all these Facebook freedom fighters, they are these people. We need the medium to educate our people, because for you to win the war, the conventional war, if you have not won the intellectual war, you are going nowhere. And that is the reason why before you even step into the battlefield, you will see your commander will come and address you. Your commander will come and address you. Before you step into war, they will give you a different kind of orientation. You will be motivated. You will be, given all the necessary mental equipment, because it's easy. Most of the people you see today they are in IPOB. Tomorrow they go run come out because maybe somebody offend them or so things like that. Imagine that all of us are in the battlefield where we have guns and bullets, and such a person is in your battalion with this kind of mentality, and maybe along the line something happened. Don't you think that some of these people, what we are doing here at the moment is just Ikono obaba akwa n'ihe a na-eme o na-ebulu egbe na mgbọbuye mmadụ. They never begin to equip us. Say some people don't already drop along the line. Say they insult them, they abuse them, they can no longer continue. So if like say that for battlefield we dey, without having the right orientation, if like say we don't already enter guerrilla war with the kind of with this low preparation that we have today, where people never even they sure of what they are fighting for. Don't you see that even in the middle of the war, ordinary one propaganda now go come from the zoo say they send down the canoe, don't carry equipment and the money wrong go London. A lot of people, even without verifying the news, many people will drop their gun and say, I think we tell us, I say that guy na 419. Now try, I tell you the truth. Because war, during the time of war, it's not only shooting bullet, it's not only bomb, there is still propaganda. When you look at the Biafra Nigerian war, you see the level of propaganda that was going on underground. Ojukwu is a bad person. Ojukwu deceived Ndi Igbo. Ojukwu want to enslave minorities. You understand what I'm saying? There is also propaganda war to demoralize the troops on the ground. And you'll be getting different kind of messages. Sometimes you go hear say they don't bomb so and so play. Even if it's not a lie, even if you say lie, you just hear that for news say they bomb one location, which is not true. Everything to demoralize the battalion, to demoralize the men on the ground. And that is what is happening today. All these stories you are hearing, they say Nnamdi Kanu is a fraud. Nnamdi Kanu is a 419. During the Biafra Civil War, they also used the same tactics against Ojukwu himself. The same thing they are doing to Nnamdi Kanu today was done against Ojukwu during the war. If you say it's a lie, go back to history and see. They said Ojukwu deceived his people. They said that Ojukwu is a rebel. They said that Ojukwu want to rule, that the guy is power intoxicated, that Britain took the message to the world. Ojukwu didn't have the media source. They didn't have the media power. And that is what we are doing today. Do you know that if not for some of us coming out to debunk many of the fake stories that are being told, by now IPOB would have been over. But because we know where we are going, we know where we are coming from, we know what we are pursuing, and we have the courage to stand and put our face on the camera. Most of the people creating fake account, they don't. Have you seen any of them coming out to defend Nigeria on live video the way we are defending Biafra and pushing for Biafra? All of them, all the people fighting for one Nigeria are just fighting from articles, written articles, hiding from one place to the other. They are not bringing their face as we are bringing our face. They are not presenting themselves the way we are presenting ourselves. Those people defending that want to live, who want one Nigeria, if you see that they will just write one comment for Facebook, they will run. Then start waiting for, they will put up one post for Facebook, they will not expect reply. They go through the comment section, they hear what people they talk, but the people go quarrel for their timeline and all that. How many of them have you seen coming to Facebook Live to show you what they love about Nigeria? How many of them? The way we are doing here in IPOB and the way we are pursuing our Biafra. How many of them are pursuing Nigeria dream and aspiration? Using this media we are using to prove us wrong by coming with boldness, with anger to say Nigeria must be. How many of them? How many of them? None. Because they know that the cause they are fighting for is a failed one. You cannot fight for a failed state. Most of us fighting for Biafra today were once Nigerians. And that is where the difference is. Because they have not tested what it means to be a Biafran. But we have tested what it means to be a Nigerian. They have not tested what it means. They have not tested what it means to, have that mentality of liberation. Because you must have a mentality of liberation for you to understand what we are talking about, for you to see what we are seeing. Many of the people talking about one Nigeria today still have their brain locked in one box. I don't know if I'm making some sense. I don't know if I'm making some sense. Let me repeat again. John Chinedu said, please, they are blocking the video here. The screen is blank. I can see it. Oh, you can't see me. Just if you can't see me, you log out and come back again. Because I see a lot of people if I'm having difficulties, maybe if you can't hear my voice, you can please indicate so that I will know what to do. So what am I trying to say? Many of us who are fighting for Biafra restoration have unlocked our mind. Because for you to be in a position where you can be bold, damning the consequences, where you can be bold and present yourself on Facebook Live, telling the world how it is, condemning the zoo for real. It takes liberation of the mind. You must liberate your mind. Not be everybody get the mind. Not be everybody get what it takes to stand up and present their face on Facebook and make their opinion known. There are a lot of people in Nigeria today that can't even speak out because they are afraid. They are still living with their mind, with their brain locked up in a box. Locked up in a box of intimidation, box of fear, which is a major instrument. Fear is a major instrument used that when you speak out, when you express yourself, you become an enemy of the state. When you say how you feel, they give you one tag. They say, oh, that guy is, they charge you for treason just for speaking out. They lock you up. We've seen a lot of young IPOB members being locked up simply because they had a Biafran flag in their hand. A lot of young IPOB members were locked up because why you have the Fulani herdsmen carrying AK-47 assault rifle all over the place. So, the act of locking up IPOB members with Biafran flag in their hand show the significance of what Biafra represents to Nigeria. Because for you to be afraid of something, I beg, if you have your pen and paper, mark this one down. For you to be afraid of something, or for you to be afraid of anything, you must have had an encounter with that event, with that thing. That thing that put fear in you as a person, as an individual, as a country. That thing that makes you, anytime you hear or you see it, you fidget, you fear. You must have had an encounter with that thing. And that is the reason why you see Nigeria living in the fear of every time they see people with Biafra flag. They want to, make sure you don't carry the flag. They don't want to see anything because they have had an encounter with Biafra. Nigeria have had an encounter with Biafra, and they know what their experience was with Biafra. So they don't want a repeat of that experience again. They don't want to have that. Forget about say we lose the war. They say Biafra lost the war. Quite all right. I agree we lost the war during 1967. Even if they say there is no victor, no vanquish, according to the English they used to deceive our people back into the zoo for the second time. But the experience that Nigeria had with Biafra still live with them. That experience still live with them. And one other thing you will still understand is that the people, our brothers in the riverine area that I'm talking about, the people in the Niger Delta and all those places, still live also with the guilt of a role they played in the past. They haven't forgiven themselves about the role they played against their own brothers. 50 years on, they themselves too are living with the torment in their heart. I don't know whether person they get. I don't know whether person they get the message. Most of these people you see today saying they don't want to go with Biafra. They don't want anything Biafra. Even in our own fellow Eastern region brothers in the riverine areas, when you see them, they fear, say they don't want to go with Biafra because they know in their heart of heart that they didn't play a role they were supposed to play to help their brothers. They still live with the guilt. They still live with the guilt in their heart. But even when we have told them that we have forgiven you, let us all come together to work together as one family, as brothers and sisters, they don't still believe that that forgiveness is there. And that is the reason, like there is something our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said, that after the war, that Ohaneze Ndi Igbo is supposed to take a trip to all those areas to reconcile, find a way to, because those people, they still believe that there have not been that genuine reconciliation. Our brothers in the riverine area, because they knew, they feel that they sold out, and that guilt is still with them. Sorry, I'm having some little... Why am I saying all these things? Because I also come from those areas. I come from Delta State. Most of our people fought in fact, my people fought the Biafra War. My own people fought the Biafra War. My own grandfather from my mother's side, which is from Asian, my mom is from Asian, my own grandfather fought against Biafra. The one that my grandfather from my mother's side, which is from Asia in Edo State, he fought against Biafra. In fact, they were the people who were parading with soldiers. In fact, my grandfather from my mother's side came to carry my mother back to Ishan because he was afraid that they could hurt my mom. That Biafran people, because he told them, "Una will be Biafran people." In fact, the king of my village have to write a guarantee letter not be serious, not be small matter, oh. Not be small matter, oh. The king of my village have to write a reassurance letter to my grand, because he was, at the time, he was a parliamentarian. My grandfather from my mom's side was a parliamentarian at that time. So he had access to the military. He used to bring military men to my village to threaten them that if anything happens to our mother, my own mother, that he will bring army and wipe out the entire village. And they reassured him. In fact, he told my mom to pack her things to leave, that my mom must follow. And my mom said she's not going anywhere. My mom said she's not going to leave the Biafra land back to Benin, that she will remain there, that whatever happens in my village there, that is to show you the kind of love. And so when you see me talk, most of us here are here to correct the mistakes of our forefathers. Because my own grandfather on the other side fought against Biafrans. And for me to get the little story about the true nature of the war, it was the same my mother who keep us seated every evening to give us detail of what happened. She wasn't in the middle of the war. She didn't go to fight, but she narrated every experience. How the River Niger bridge was brought down, how they used to dress out to go to farm and go to market and all that. So when you see me talk about Niger Delta, South, which I will continue to hammer in the coming days, I'll be dealing with this issue of Niger Delta and South, the people of Anioma, because now I want the people of Anioma to show commitment. My people of Anioma, I want them to start showing commitment, because they are Biafrans. We cannot, the people of Anioma are great people, intelligent people. We don't need anybody to tell us our history and who we are. The people of Anioma cannot sit back and not be part of the struggle for Biafra restoration. It will be a very big shame for us. Even if we don't have all the money to give, we might not have the silver and gold to give, but whatever we have, we will sacrifice it on the altar of Biafra restoration. We will sacrifice everything we have to see that we get our freedom. Somebody sent me a message that the program is blocking. I don't know where the... Please don't call me, please. I'm using this phone to transmit. I will be giving, in the next few minutes, I'll be bringing people in to make their opinions. Very brief, fast, So, what am I trying to say here? What I'm trying to say is that within this period, and don't forget 30th of May, where we'll be honoring our heroes, our fallen heroes. We are all going to sit at home as usual. But in the few coming days, I will also, talk about that. Today, I was listening to Philip Effiong, our General Philip Effiong, how he narrated his escape from the north. He said, I was not an Igbo man, but everybody from Eastern region was a target. He said, I was not an Igbo man, Philip Effiong. He said, I was not an Igbo man, but I managed to escape with my life. And here you are, see somebody from Ijaw land telling you that Igbo man is his problem. telling you that they are afraid of the Igbos. You are afraid of the Igbos not because of the Igbos. You are afraid of the Igbos because you don't have that self-value. You don't know yourself. You are afraid of the Igbos because you feel the Igbos are superior to you, which is not true. The Igbos are not superior to you. The Igbos are not superior to anybody. What makes the Igbos different is the way they reason, the way they see things. And all you need to do is to key into it, because you are all one people. What makes the Igbo man different today in Nigeria is the way they see things, the choices they make, how they want to live. That is what makes the Igbo man different. There is nothing, Igbo man didn't fall from the sky. Ndị Igbo didn't fall from the sky. What makes them different is the way they see the way they see life, their approach to life. And you can also key into that as an Ijaw man. You can key into it as an Ishekiri man. You can key into the life of an Igbo man, as you know, from any angle. You have a lot, and the Igbos also have a lot to learn from you as a Ijaw man. The Igbos have a lot to learn from you. Earlier in the day, I was talking about the issue of natural resources. And I told them that if your natural resources is what you are bringing into Biafra, if your natural resources, the oil and the gas, is what you are bringing into Biafra, then the aim of the Biafra restoration is already defeated. Because the aim of the Biafra restoration is not for oil and gas. The aim of Biafra restoration is for human capital investment, is for the use of our human resources, not natural resources, because the use of natural resources are proved to be a failure. Even in Nigeria, we cannot repeat the mistake of Nigeria again. So if you are from the River Rhine area, if you are from Niger Delta, if you are from South, prepare yourself in the area of skill acquisition. What can you bring to the table in the area of skill acquisition? Biafra need more of skill acquisition than oil and gas. Biafra need more of human resources than oil and gas. We don't need oil and gas as our source of livelihood in the Biafra we are pursuing. We are not, the oil and gas is just, because today, experiment and reality have shown that even countries without oil and gas have progressed more than we are. Rather, the oil and gas have become a cost to us. We don't need it either. It is not going, it could be a little advantage, but what we need is what you can offer in terms of skill. That is the message. Please help me share this video. So that our people in the South, our people in the South, our people in the Niger Delta will understand that if what they should be talking about now is human development, not oil and gas. Please help me share this video, make it go round. So that these are people in our South region and the Niger Delta region should understand that we don't need the natural resources to make Biafra progress. What we need is their intelligence in terms of skill, what you can do with your hands. Aka, this hand, what you can do with it. What you can do with this hand? What can you produce with this hand that God gave to you? What can you manufacture with this hand? Chineke yelu, give this hand. This hand, not oil and gas. That is what Biafra is looking for. Your ability to develop here, upstairs, to use it to impact the Biafra nation. How we are talking about how you can use these resources here to better the Biafra nation. I have a brother tell me, oh, the Richard said, stop mentioning South, and Niger Delta. That is where I come from, my brother. I'm from South, I'm from Niger Delta, or the Richard. So I'm in a position to talk about it, to confront my people. Because if Nnamdi cannot talk, you will say he's insulting us. I'm from there. I'm from Niger Delta. I'm from South. I don't want to talk. Why should I mention Ijo and Urobo? For what? Why should I mention Ijo and Urobo? These are our people. I'm talking about the entire South and the so-called Niger Delta. Even in my own village, I have people with the same mindset. It's not only Ijo and Urobo. Even in my own village where I come from, I have people with the same mindset who do not even understand what Biafra stands for. They don't understand what Biafra means. You understand what I'm saying? So, at this point in time, what we are talking about is what can we do as a people with our hands? Because if we use the same template of pursuing oil and gas, the template we used under One Nigeria, under the zoo, we cannot build Biafra to still be talking about oil and gas. When we have, oh my God, I don't know how to express. Oh, I don't know how to express this. But do you know that the failure that we've had in Nigeria, do you know that the failure that we have in Nigeria today can play a very vital role towards Biafra success, towards Biafra succeeding? Do you know that the terrible experience that we've had in Nigeria, that we are having in Nigeria today, should be our propelling engine? Hi. I don't know as I will speak the English, make una understand. Do you know that the failure that we are experiencing in Nigeria today should be the propelling engine that should lead us to succeed in Biafra? Do you know that the failure we've experienced in Nigeria today should be, not be say could or will, should be the propelling engine to the success we should make in Biafra land as Biafrans? Because we as a people should outline where Nigeria failed. When Biafra come, we should outline where Nigeria failed and use that template of Nigeria failure to confront and face our future. Where we can now say in Nigeria there was corruption. In Nigeria, there was nepotism. In Nigeria, there was, everything negative about Nigeria should be turned around. So that if one of the things that have destroyed the zoo today is corruption, we must never allow corruption in Biafra. If one of the things that destroyed the zoo today is nepotism, we must never allow nepotism in Biafra. If what have destroyed Nigeria today is depending on oil, then why should we not get Biafra and depend on oil? Why should we now get Biafra and they now go and depend on the oil that made the zoo to fail? Somebody say you want to talk to me. Let me see, Eric. Let me see if I can bring you in. Let me see. Eric, if you want to talk, you can call in. Let me give you the opportunity. There are a lot of people who want to talk. I want to give people the opportunity to talk. Let me see if I can bring in Ify Sunday. Are you ready to talk? I want to give you the opportunity to talk. Not. Let me see if I can. I want to see if I can bring in. You hear me? I know that the screen is a bit dark, but you have to bear with me. I don't know, the screen is a bit dark. So beautiful. I'm back, clearer and better. I want to see if I can bring in one or two persons to talk with me, to also air their views. So, I beg, make una help me to share this video so that people can come in. This person is not coming in. Evangeline, you hear me? Please, if you want to make a contribution, please indicate so that I will bring you in. So what am I trying to say here is that we cannot afford to build Biafra and fail. It's not possible. It's not possible. Nigeria, if we have not learned anything from Nigeria, then at least we have learned that we should not depend on oil. That alone. If we've not learned anything at all, because dependent on oil is for lazy people. Dependent on oil is for lazy people. For you to depend on natural resources, you are lazy. Today, oil is no longer business. Eric Chukwudi, try to call in. Okay, let me see if I can win. Eric Chukwudi. Let me see if I can bring you in. Yes, Mazi, good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon, sir.
You're welcome to the program.
Thank you very much for inviting me. I appreciate you. Well, my name is Mazi Chukudi Eric from Anyoma Province, a car land, a car notice. I do myself, based in
You're welcome, my brother.
Thank you for your good work.
Thank you very much.
I want to talk to my Delta brothers and my Delta sisters. if we are talking about this Biafra issue, so many of our people are against it. Nigeria is not going to lead us anywhere. Nigeria is a destiny killer. Somebody like me, I have denied Nigeria since 2007. When I denied Nigeria, since 2007, I denied Nigeria. When Martin Nnamdi Kanu come out and I decided to support him to let my people know about this Biafra, because I believe that Biafra can give us a very bright future. And people from Anyoma, my own place, some of our people don't want to buy this idea. And I want to encourage them that Nigeria cannot lead us anywhere. We are going anywhere with that name called Nigeria. Nigeria is a destiny killer. Nigeria is a dream killer. If we continue with the name of one Nigeria, and our people will continue to die every day, and the Fulani will continue to rape our mothers, and the Kabas, even the oil people are talking about, we have oil. The Biafra issue is all about oil. What is oil? To me, I believe that there are many countries doing well without oil. They don't have oil, but they are doing well. Even some European countries, they are doing well without oil. Our people are dying every day in the Mediterranean Sea, trying to survive. If you look at some of our people now, you go to Ghana, we occupy Ghana. You go to common Benin Republic, we occupy Benin Republic. You go to Togo, we occupy Togo, because of the evil government we have that country called Nigeria. If any one of us is supporting one Nigeria, you say you are from Delta or you are from Anyoma, you are supporting one Nigeria, it's a very big mistake. And I still want to talk to our people who are still supporting this Niger Delta Republic. Niger Delta Republic will not lead us anywhere. It can't take us anywhere.
Mazi, please
Because
don't be angry. Let me correct one impression here. Niger Delta, that name Niger Delta, is it's a political, it's a geopolitical zone. It's like creating a geopolitical zone and giving, it was created for political purpose, for identification of people in that area. But unfortunately, because people don't know where they are coming from and they don't know where they are going, they have taken a geopolitical name as an indigenous name. They want to create a republic out of a kind of zoning, because they, this PDP kind of zoning. So they say, okay, let's create zones for political purpose. Now, how can you create zones? How can you take a name, giving a political zoning name, and turn it into a republic? Does it really make any sense to you?
it's very funny, my brother, very funny. If our people will come out in mass and support this struggle, and we achieve Biafra, our people will have a better life. I used to tell my people that we people in Anyoma, if Biafra come today, we are going to benefit a lot.
Mazi, I'm
Because
happy.
we are
I'm
not
happy
asking.
that you are from Anyoma. There is my brother Chinedu Samson. He said, Mr. Patrick, you are a strong Biafra agitator. I am a Biafra follower. But personal, I am always happy to hear the Igbos. Okay, I'm always happy. I am always happy to hear the Igbos across River Niger calling us minority Igbo. So maybe he's trying to say that he's not always happy. Maybe he made a mistake. Sometimes when we type, we make mistake, with the smartphone and things like that. So I want to correct my brother Chinedu Samson that the minority that you are is in Nigeria. If you are referred to a minority, that minority that you are is because you are inside one Nigeria. Because in Biafra, there is nothing like minority. The minority report was written in Nigeria by the Caliphate and the British to divide our people and cut down the size of our territory. So when Biafra comes, and this is the reason we are fighting for Biafra, to address the issue of minority and majority, because you cannot say you are one people, and even in that oneness, you still have minority. You say you'll be one Nigeria, but inside the same one Nigeria, you find minority. How can you say you are one Nigeria, but you fail to recognize other tribes and languages? You only say that Nigeria have three major languages, which is Igbo, Hausa, and Yoruba. What about other tribes and languages and dialects? We mean they should not exist. That is what Nigeria offers. In Biafra, it is a different, and that is why we are fighting for Biafra, to correct all the issue of minority. But unfortunately, our people have been, like I said earlier before, our people have now been, subconsciously meant to see themselves as minority. Our people now live with the subconsciousness of the minority mentality. And that is what is affecting our people in the riverine area. So when you talk about Biafra, they say, hey, we and Igbo are the majority. Because in Nigeria, they have been subdued, and they have now been planted, in their subconsciousness, that minority mentality. And they believe that when Biafra comes, we will continue on that same path of minority in Biafra. They believe strongly that when Biafra comes, that the minority, the issue of minority will continue to exist. But they have failed to understand that in Biafra, the issue of minority will be addressed. In Biafra, the issue of resources will be addressed. In Biafra, the issue of human resources and management will be addressed. That in Biafra, that everything and everywhere Nigeria have failed will be addressed. And that is why we are fighting for Biafra. So that we'll be able to address the issues that bothers you, those issues that have kept you sleepless at night, those issues that have brought tears, those issues, your resources that have been misused, that you can no longer fish in your waters. Biafra will address those issues. That you protest and talk about the injustice that is being perpetrated against you, and the Nigerian military forces would fly over your sky and drop bombs on your land and kill your men and women and children simply because you protested against the injustice. Biafra will address those issues. If there was no issue of a minority, if there was no issue of injustice, if there was no issue of discrimination, if there was no issue of all these things that is happening in Nigeria today, Biafra wouldn't have been born. Mazi, make it brief and let me move to the next level.
Thank you very much, my brother. This issue of a minority you just mentioned now is something that our people need to understand. Because like me now, I'm a full Igbo boy. Because even that country called Nigeria, that evil country called Nigeria, when they want to describe us, when I was in Lagos, they want to describe us, we went down our normal people, then call us Omoena. Who is Omoena? It's not Igbo person. Then call us, even when they say Benden, then call us Benden Igbo. When it comes to Delta, then call us Delta Igbo. We are the Igbos, we are not the minority. Because even the Robo people, we are one. We are the Igbos. Because that blood, that Igbo blood run in our vein. Because if our people fail to understand this, they are making a very big mistake. Especially the Deltas, they are normals. They are making a very big mistake. There is nothing like minority and majority when Biafra come. I believe on that one because everybody will manage your own resources according to the little one you have. If you don't have enough, I believe that people like our Igbo brothers, people from Inewi, Enugu, these people are very intelligent. They are very knowledge, and they have something that can offer us. We can learn from them. like our brothers in Naba, they have something that can offer us. We can learn from them. There is nothing we can learn from Hausa people. Even our people, we so-called those people are claiming Niger Delta. Tell me one person there who can come out among that Delta Bayelsa, who can come out and part knowledge on our people. Nobody. All they will do, if even though say they fail to follow the Biafra, the people who say they're not a Biafra, to me, they should go and follow that one Nigeria. But like I know where I come from, we will never allow anybody to deceive us again, because even our traditional rulers and our politicians have sold us out to the caliphate. Enough is enough. This is the right time for everybody need to wake up and do the right thing.
Thank you.
God bless you,
I
sir. Thank you,
appreciate you
sir.
very much. Thank you, my brother. Thank you very much. I
Thank you.
love you. So we have my brother from Anioma who came and also expressed his views. Earlier on, that the issue of Biafra is not about issue of natural resources. I want you to note it down. Note it down. Share this video for me. What you can do for me is to share this video, because the more you share it, the more we have more people getting connected, the more we have more people coming in to listen to this wonderful message. I've received series of compliments. I want to say thank you, everybody that have made good comments, even those that have also criticized, people with contrary view. I want to say thank you. But the issue of Biafra is not about natural resources. We need to, in fact, I would take the duty, because it's like our people from the riverine area, are not getting the message clearly. So I will continue to hammer it every day I come on live to remind them that the issue of Biafra is not about natural resources, but about human resources. So our people in the riverine area should start building their human capital resources, start developing themselves, start acquiring skills, because Biafra is going to need those skills. Biafra is going to need those skills. We have a lot of projects that we'll be handling. We won't be bringing expatriates from China, from Europe, from America to come and build our roads for us. We are going to need men and women with capacity to engage in construction of roads. We have bridges to build. We have industries to establish. And this is where and why we need our people in the riverine area, not for the oil. We don't need it. Today, electricity is being run through solar system. Electricity is being run through solar system. In Biafra, there won't be second-class citizen. There won't be second-class. These are the issues we'll be dealing with. And this is the reason why Biafra is springing up and gaining momentum. Because Biafra is here to address the issue of discrimination, the issue of second-class citizen. Everything that our people have suffered in Nigeria will be taken care of under this umbrella of a Biafra nation. And this is the reason we are talking about referendum, to give people the opportunity and the privilege to make the decision of where they want to belong. So, we must let our people in the South, as they call themselves, which I am from the so-called South. I'm also like one of the slaves bearing the name given to me by a slave master. But I have rejected it long time ago. But I'm in a position to talk about it, because if somebody else talk about it, they will say, you see, as they insult us now. What an insult. What an insult. They are insulting us. And that is why people like us from the same region with you are talking about it, so that as they insult you, I insult myself, join. As me, they insult you, me, they insult myself, they join. So, we the people of Anioma in Delta State, if you give me a referendum box, 1 for one Nigeria, 2 for Biafra, 3 for Midwest State, 4 for Niger Delta Republic, I will be putting my vote on the Biafra box. Why will I put my vote on the Biafra box on the day of referendum? Because that is where the future is. Forget about all the blabbing and all the noise about Midwest, about Niger Delta, about all the shenanigans. All these people bringing up the issue of Niger Delta Republic, Midwest, is just, these are paid agents who want to distract us from what we are doing. Because now they see that Biafra is already here. I told you a story of how I used to, divide Ikwere people, Ikwere young boys who used to disturb me in my business center. They will come in 6 in numbers, and I will go and meet few behind, settle them, and the few will be fighting the rest. This is what we see here today. So the way you see them coming out with coined story of Midwest State, what is it called? Niger Delta Republic, and because it's not clear to them that Biafra is here. So they are bringing strategies to keep us down again, to distract us, to make us not to lose focus, How can you expect a Neoma person who speaks Igbo, who follows the Igbo culture, who is an Igbo man, to leave his brother in Anambra and follow somebody from the other side of because Caliphate created me and made me to be in Niger Delta, or made me to be in Midwest? We, the people of Anioma, some of us also came from Arochukwu. Some of us migrated from Abia, Imo, all those locations, and moved down. We are the Igbos living along the road. Igbo Binuzo. Then I will not leave my fellow brothers, the Igbos, and follow Bini. Does it really make any sense to you? Does it really make any sense to you? It doesn't make any sense to me that I should leave somebody who I share same culture with, the same person that I share same food with, same person that I share same dressing code with, same person that I share same blood and DNA with. I will go and join Bini because so that the caliphate will clap for me. Does it really make any sense to you? It doesn't make any sense to me. It doesn't make any sense to me. And besides, it is only a fool. It is only a fool will leave the Igbo man and go and join another person. Do you think that Nigeria that is forcing the Igbos to remain in one Nigeria, do you think they are stupid? You think they are stupid? You think, if Igbo man no pass anything, say Nigeria go they force them to the extent of killing them to remain in Nigeria? Now, if they now say make I go vote, I will go vote for people who no get anything to offer me. I leave my own fellow Igbo brother that is productive. Leave my own fellow Igbo brother that have content. Now, we are talking about content. One content. Igbo nwere content. If I na content levels. Ihe a na-agwa gị bụ levels. Mbịaza m hapụzi Igbo m ji wee biri wee gbaso ndị okporo ụzọ kekini wee mezie wetin bini go offer me ihe a na-ekwu ụkwa bizines yo bizines na ife ya eweta nkwụ ka a na-agwa gị ife a na gị nwanne gị onye Igbo so wee gị ije nna ọ na-emepe gị anyị na-afụ ihe a na-eme. I go now leave my own fellow Igbo brother chụbụ onye bi n'ige ị ga-enye ego ka o wee na-alụ gị owelu dị ego bọcha gbaa ọsọ. Ị ga-enye onye bini ego anyị nọ n'Europe here ngwele ego ya onye bini yelu m onye masị m trust ya ngwelu mma nwoke ya ka onye my family n'Igbo up till today since 2011 obula ego waa ka m na-agwa gị ife a bọcha gbafuo na dodge. So it is only a fool. It is only a fool. Go see Igbo man say no, make I follow Bini for waiting na nke iji buzi oye nwanne. Nke iji bu oye guy, what you go offer me? As Bini, what you go offer me? What do you want offer me now as Bini? Okay, now you say you be Midwest, you be Bini. Okay, bring your agenda, make we see now. What do you want offer? Bring your what that they call them politicians, they call them your this thing now. Bring them, make we see. Igbo man, they tell you say they go give you future, they go give you life, they go make your tomorrow bright. You na akọ eri na akọ nsi n'ọnụ. Wetin Bini go offer me? Wetin una get to offer me? Mụnwa bụ ya ni ọma. Iche na ya mara ife. You think we are fools? You think say if Bini say they won't come off for Nigeria today, say Nigeria will shoot gun for una ground. What you una get? Obu bulu isi ka unu nwoke obu waiting. Ị na-agwa m bịa so gị jebe ebe kedu ebe ị na-ejere ife nwa? Where you idumeje ebe ka m na-ajụ? Where are you taking me to under your Midwest Republic and Midwest State? Kedu agenda iji abịa? Which agenda you carry comfortable now? Which plan you get as with your Midwest State? You see, they say Bini get oil. We they tell you say oil na old school. Oil na old school. Oil na even self is less than $1. $1. Which oil? Me go now leave Igbo eje mba we solo oye. Kedu ebe ị na-edumeje? Idumeje ebe? So gbalụ na ọgwụ unu nwụọ. You understand me? Make you go take your medicine, make you go sleep, rest. We and normal people will be Igbo. Igbo bro Igbo, but because I know Igbo. Ndị ihe dị iche dị between Igbo and Igbo. Typical Igbo kana gwagi IGBO with capital letter. Now we be and normal people. You dey hear me so? Igbo. IG, not be IBO. IBO is fake. IGBO, that is the language and the nationality. So, what do you want to offer me? Okay, now we don't hear the Midwest, we don't hear the Niger Delta. Bring your template, let us evaluate. Ask him, bring your template, let us evaluate. Biafra don't bring their template, we see them. They say we no go depend on oil. I support that one. They say we go develop human capital resources. Human resources. Oh boy, now there I stand. Biafra say, okay, say there won't be discrimination. I stand for that one, that in Biafra there won't be minority. I stand on that one. Now, all these people where they claim Niger Delta Republic and Midwest State, what if you na manifesto for us and your people? Because before we serve too, we don't be say our brain they knack well. Oh. Make una bring out waiting on a take who nu juwe biri kaifo. Make una bring the thing. The manifesto we una get for us. That thing we una get, we go now make, we go entice a normal man to live in brother for on the Chamem market. Balu so gina zona ne kwande ale benine. The thing, bring that your manifesto. We go make a normal man to live in brother for isi kwa to balu so gina zo. That thing way no day for Onitsha, we no day for Abia, we no day for Enugu, we no day for Ebonyi. Bring it to us, make we see now what you get to offer us. Because okay, now we don't agree, it's okay. Make we follow the Midwest level. Bring your manifesto, make we see now. So before you will come to my timeline to come the right bullshit here, no, say you are dealing with a ruggedity brain. Our brain na 4-wheel drive, not be front-wheel drive. 4-wheel, nite yako na ganime potopoto. If you bring your potopoto here, we will ride inside. You don't hear me so? Our brain, they ride inside potopoto because now 4-wheel drive, we will drive inside potopoto, come out. Clean, neat, washed. You understand what I'm saying? So the issue of minority you see today is a Nigerian-based argument. The issue of minority you see today is a Nigerian divide and rule formula. The issue of minority you see today is a Nigerian arithmetical formula used against the people of the Eastern region. And that is why Biafra is here. If not for all those Nigerian rubbish, mistake, minority, this, that, there wouldn't have been need for Biafra. And that is why Biafra is here to correct those mistakes. So when you see people call Anyoma people minority, it is based on Nigerian standard because everything about Nigeria is minority. And Biafra is a different thing. How can you call people of Anyoma Igbo minority when we are Igbos, which means Igbos are minority? The question I'm asking is the Anyoma Igbo different from other Igbos? Is it not Igbo? So how can you tell me I'm a minority in my own village, in my father's compound? Eh? How can I be a minority in my father's compound? How can I be a minority in my own village, in my own community? How can you say I'm a minority when you have Igbos occupying how many states in the entire Eastern region and you still call me minority? Is it not madness? And you self, whether they call minority, call yourself say you be minority in your own father's house? Is your the eh? You will accept say you be minority and the person will give you minority. Who is the fool now? Eh? You will accept, say you be minority. And the person will call you minority. Who is the fool? You don't see, say, now you will accept the minority be the fool because you don't know yourself. You don't know where you are coming from. And that is why Biafra is here to correct all those rubbish, to correct all those nonsense of minority. And that is why we must continue to hammer it, because it be like our people from riverine area have so much been drowned into this minority that they have already suffocated themselves inside minority, that even when you are talking about Biafra, they will be talking about minority. They have been submerged into this minority phenomenon, into this minority mentality, into this minority terminology, according to one of our sisters here, into this minority sense of life. And they now live with the inferiority complex as people of the minority, specifically done for a purpose, to make them feel inferior. And that is why you go see somebody go tell you, say, the side be minority, the side be minority, the side. Everything when they talk every day, they say, they say I be minority, they say I be minority, they say I be. Because it had, over the years, over time, you know, when you continue to tell, when you start to tell a child, waiting in no be, at some point, you go now accept that way in no be. But rather than, when I was growing up, I used to have an elder sister that I was working for. This was a personal life experience. Any little mistake why they make when I work for them, you go tell me, say, you don't see your life, you don't see, say, you don't useless, you see the kind of life you are living, you're already useless. I know that you don't have a future. I know you're already useless. Now, what did they tell me? I was still a little child. So, in don't talk that thing, so one day now I consider, I say, so now they say my life don't really be useless. Because now, this is an elderly person telling me, a very small boy of 16, 17, that I'm already useless. You understand what I'm saying? And it is a psychological way to, you know, to put you to that level where you will now start seeing yourself that you are. That is what they did to our people in the Riverine area. They made them to believe that they are minority, that they don't want nothing, that they don't have anything to offer. And that is why when they meet Igbo man, they feel inferior. Say, you know, boys, Igbo people too intelligent. Igbo man is not too intelligent. What they only apply is they use what they have to get what they want. And that is where what things they should be learning from, rather than now say, use that as a form of intimidation. Igbo man, they intimidate you with it. No. You should be able to key into it. What is it about my Igbo brothers as an Ijaw man that they have that I don't have? And this is where the issue of when Biafra will be running exchange programs. Some of our Ijaw brothers will be coming to Igbo land for education. And there will be an interchange program so that we'll be able to exchange mentality, way of life, thinking, with pure system that will help everybody to unite and build self-confidence in all of us. So my sister used to tell me that I'm going to be useless. But at some point, I told myself, no, I'm not going to be useless. I'm going to work very hard. I'm going to make sure that I prove her wrong. And that is what our, people in the riverine area are supposed and should be doing. That they should tell the caliphate that we are not minority. I cannot be a minority in my village. I cannot be a minority in my land. I cannot be a minority in my own country. And that is why Biafra is coming. And that is why if they see Biafra, then they fear, because they know that Biafra have come to turn around every evil they have done to make it to be good. Every mistake they have made, they know that Biafra have come to correct those mistakes. They know that the coming of Biafra will open the eye of the world to the reality of what Nigeria used to be. So that people will now say, so these people actually had potential. So now one Nigeria now destroy these people. They don't want that. They want to keep everybody at that level for the rest of our lives, where they will be promising you electricity. Since they born me, now they begin, they promise me light. Today I'm in my early 40s. Light I never see. Hey! Oh boy, zoo sikwala ezigbo ike. Zoo strong. The zoo go promise you light for centuries. Zoo go promise you light for centuries. Light, electricity. Oku na-enwu enwu. Now they have been telling us they will give us light. Even to the extent that they now use it as a campaign promise every 4 years. Don't worry, we will give you light. Jubril, when Buhari came, he promised electricity. In fact, through his Tinubu said that in 6 months of APC reign, in fact, the best way for Nigeria, the zoo, to have electricity is to vote out PDP. Oh, but see formula now. Say the best way for Nigeria to get electricity is to vote PDP out. Oh boy, see formula. Oh. That if you just vote PDP out, that light go come. That the moment PDP don't come out for power, say the moment PDP have been sent out of power, light will just come immediately. Highest 6 months. Oh boy, Tinubu don't knock going to 5 years now. Never still bring light. The next level now be say, if the Igbos don't vote for me in 2023, they will suffer. Now the next level of campaign now. Say if the Igbos don't vote for me in 2023, they will suffer. This is Nigeria for you. They make you fake promises. The way they are promising us Midwest Republic. Say if we just join Midwest Republic, everything go better. Today now they carry Midwest. They tell us, say, if you just join Niger Delta Republic, your life will be better. Nah, eh? The one day Benin, eh? The one day Benin, and the Benin, eh? So you not believe, say, now small children. Now small children, now they take play toy, I be waiting. As old as I am, you think, you know, they see my hair, say white hair, see gray hair everywhere. See gray hair for my hair, see am. Make I show you gray hair. Old man like me, now you won't come carry Midwest Republic on the face. That is as a fool if we don't know where they come from. Or as an idiot that doesn't know his history. Okay, you see me as one fool, one useless man we don't know himself, Abi. So that if you just present Midwest and Niger Delta Republic, I will now live where future day. I will live where future day. Eh? Where we say our Igbo brothers in Anambra are already producing cars. Which industry will I get from the Midwest? I will not live where future day they follow you. Eh? Where we say our brothers for Aba are setting up shoe industries, clothes industries, different. I go now leave that where my children go where my business opportunities, where they before me, they run follow you for Nyash with your Midwest. Even, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. This point is very important that you pick it. Bad as a bad. Bad as a bad. Nigeria strong. Nigeria hard. Nigeria dey difficult. That the Igbos are able to still succeed in Nigeria. That the Igbos are still able to succeed in Nigeria is enough for any reasonable person to join Biafra. Whether you are from Riverine, whether you are from even the Benin where they count themselves out, which Benin is not part of Biafra, but that Igbos have been able to survive after the Civil War and still come to the top is enough for some of you, some of you here making comment to be on your knees and be begging for Biafra, because that is where the future is. Because the Igbos have proved themselves. They have proved themselves. They have proved themselves that they have what it takes to turn life around. That they have what it takes to make things happen. That they have what it takes to turn situation around. That they have what it takes to move from 20 pounds into billions. You know what it means to have lost everything you had, and in a very short period of time of 50 years, you are able to climb up to the top again. To the extent that even Lai Mohammed, they complain, say the Igbos are now holding the economy down. That we, the Igbos, have decided to hold Nigeria economy down. We not get any political office, so we no be president, we no be vice president, we no be senior president, we no be even senior vice president. We are not occupying any position. But you know one thing, you see this destiny, you see this line on my palm. You know if you change them. You can only delay destiny, but you cannot change it. So any reasonable tribe wey know say in brain they work, the earlier you start negotiating your way now, where we say visa na free. Now where we say visa na free. Not be all this guy who na they do the. Now where we say visa na free. Because when visa will add money, it go hard though. It go hard. Now where we say visa, the door is still open for application. Now is the time to apply. Because when we go put price for the visa and the condition, and that be the fear where these zoo people they get, because they know say if Biafra go, price of visa go high well. Not be joke. And the condition we go attach. So even Osibanjo in one of his brokers say, if they imagine how in grandchildren will now they go to East with visa. Osibanjo in one of his, whether he's still alive or don't know, he said in one of his distance, say, if they imagine how in children they go apply for visa, say they won't go Biafra land. Osibanjo said it. And that is the reason they say, no. We must do everything to stop Biafra. Because they know say, our visa, say the price, say they no go fit pay. All these things where you see that they fight Biafra, that they try to destroy, because they know say the price of the visa go high well. The price of visa coming to Biafra land, because They don't already tell us say we not get enough land. So the small land where we get, we will protect her with everything, everything possible. All these people where you they see now, they do blah, 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 blah. When the time come, you go see the line up for embassy. They go even they beg, they blame their forefathers. Say now una deceive us, so we for follow Igbo people. Say that time when then they tell us, they even they fight Hausa, these caliphate people. Say now una deceive us. Say now see Igbo land now, see Biafra land now. See as they don't develop. That time where we they talk am, where we they do guy for Facebook. Say we no go join them. If say we know that I will for join them. Because the Igbos knows how to turn things around. It not be by too much book. Say the person go sit down there. No. Na God gift. It's God's gift. And the best thing you can do for yourself is to key into it. That's all. Just key in. The earlier you key into it, the better for you. The earlier you key into it, so that you have the opportunity to live like the Igbos. You have the opportunity to acquire the knowledge of the Igbos. They are offering that knowledge for free. They are not saying come and pay for it. They are not saying come and look at the people that have, had contact with Igbo in business, people that have had the opportunity to serve Igbos, even from other tribes. They come out different, smiling. When you see that, they will tell you, say, that my friendship with Igbo person made me what I am today, because they keyed in. They keyed in, and they started learning the way of life. Igbos are the kind of people that when they have today, they keep for the future, they save for the future, they think of investing. Igbo man not they think of one line of business. Now Igbo man go sit down, they think of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different 5, 7, 6 different kind of investment, and they have the energy to do it. That is why you see one Igbo man will be answering Okonkwo and Okonkwo group of companies. Sons. Okonkwo and Okonkwo sons. Okonkwo group of companies. The group of companies, when you look at into different line of businesses, you go now merge them together. Before you know, you don't build conglomerate. You see Igbo man saying Nwachukwu and sons. How many Midwest people get businesses with or Sanwene and Sons? Even when you look at them, they still derive that inspiration from the Igbos. So rather than you sitting back and be complaining, rather than you sitting back and be grumbling, rather than you sitting back and be envying, rather than you sitting back and be jealousing, why not key in and be part of the blessing? Somebody say, Mo, stop. We are not here for a corner. I'm not here to yab anybody. I'm not here to insult people. I'm here to tell you the potential of the Igbos and why you should key in and become part of the blessing. I'm not here. Every tribe, everybody have their own potentials. Like me now, at my age now, for me to swim is difficult. I can't even swim because I didn't grow up in where, even our parents didn't give us the opportunity to go and learn how to swim. But when you go to a John land, you see somebody go there underwater for 1 hour and never come out. You go think say don't drown for there. So these are potentials as well. So even the Ijaw people can occupy the Navy. If you say they just take over the Biafra Navy, tell na them, we go hand over the Navy to them because we know that they are good in waters. They are friendly with water. So I'm not here to castigate anybody. I'm not here to insult anybody. What I don't want to accept is somebody to tell our Neoma people to go and join Midwest. That is a big insult to me. You cannot be telling me, Anyoma person, Anyomi Igbo, to join you Midwest and leave my brother in Onitsha, Aba, to leave my brother in Enugu and join you to form Midwest state. On what grounds? Don't you know that I'm an Igbo man? You say you don't like Igbos, but you want a Anyoma Igbo man to join you to form one country. Don't you see the hypocrisy? Or do you think our own Igbo is different from the Igbo of Onitsha or Igbo of Abia or Aba and Ebonyi? Igbo be Igbo. Igbo is one. You can't tell me that you don't trust my Biafra. You don't trust me in Biafra, but you will trust me in your Midwest. The same Igbo man. One ne. Nna ndị a uche ha na akwụkwọ akwụsef a na akwụkwọ aka ebe a na akwụkwọ aka ebe a nwanne make una share this video make dem dey see am. You no trust Igbo man for Biafra, but you trust Igbo man for Midwest Republic. You trust Igbo for that Niger Delta Republic, which means you have a problem with the name Biafra. That means you have a name. Your problem is not the Igbo man, but that name Biafra. Oh yeah, that is what you are afraid of. So that is why we must investigate you to know why you are afraid of Biafra. Because maybe there is something you must have done against that name Biafra that is pursuing you, that don't want you to be part of it. Because before you go say you trust, you go want form the same country with an Igbo man with a different name, but you don't want to form a country with an Igbo man with Biafra. That means there is a sin you've committed against Biafra that you have not confessed. So now is the time. This is a time of grace for you to confess your sin against Biafra and be free. Because as long as you continue to work against Biafra behind the back, you will never get your freedom. I want to use this opportunity to announce it here. If you have worked against Biafra in the past, if you have killed Biafrans in the past, if you have done anything against Biafrans in the past, now is a time of grace to confess your sin so that you can find your freedom. Because if you do not confess your sin, you will remain in bondage, because Biafra that you have fought against, that you have killed, that you have done many things against, would never allow you have your freedom, because that is what freedom is, what Biafra represents. So for you to try to subdue Biafra and now want to go and form your own country, okay, you don't want Biafra to come, but you want to go and form your own country, Abi? You are doing everything you can to destroy Biafra. You are doing everything you can to destroy Biafra. Why you are now working to form your own country? Ha! Enough you work. Enough you work. Oh. It's not possible. You have been working against Biafra. You have fought against the Biafran people. You have killed millions of Biafrans. And today, you want your own freedom. You are envious that Biafran people want their own freedom. You don't want to see the Biafran people free, but you want to be free. How possible do you think that is? How possible do you think it is for you to kill 6 million Biafran men and women and children, And today you say you want to form your own country, you want to be free. How possible do you think it is? Because they said that he that comes to equity comes with clean hands. He that comes to equity comes with clean hands. You cannot be shouting for Midwest and Niger Delta Republic when you are plotting against Biafra restoration. How do you think that is going to be possible? How do you think it's going to be possible? It's not going to be possible. Because you have murdered sleep. And because you have murdered sleep, you shall not sleep. That is the truth of the matter. People, I want to thank you. I love you guys. You've shown me so much love. Thank you very much. I love you guys. I appreciate your coming here on my page all the time. Do you know why you come on my page? Because you believe in me. You come to my page to listen to me because you believe in me. And I believe in you as well. And together we can only move this struggle forward. And I will encourage you to continue to share, even if you have to share this video 50 times a day, keep on sharing it. Because for you to listen to me, it means that you get the message. You get the message. I want to use this forum to start talking to our Nyoma people, to start talking to our people in the so-called South, to start talking to the people in the Niger Delta region who have this inferiority complex. Oh, just little inferiority complex where they put for their head, say they be minority. But that minority only exists in Nigeria, in the zoo, not in Biafra. Biafra is a new system entirely. That if who will be minority, Igbo na majority, if we go join them now. That is in Nigeria. They say, oh, when you walk into a new life, like the Christian used to say, that you should accept Christ and that all things have passed away. All you just need to do is accept Biafra. And you see that all things will pass away. All things. The bondage, the minority report, everything oppression. Because Biafra becomes new. It has become, you become a new person. Your way of thinking becomes new. Everything about your life will change and become new. That is the essence of Biafra. We are not fighting for Biafra to make it another zoo or make it another Nigeria. No. The Biafra we are fighting for is to make everything new again. Renewed energy, renewed version, renewed everything new. A new structure, a new way of life, a new mentality, a new orientation, a new hope, a new strength, a new belief system. Everything will become new. In Biafra, you no go dey drive second-hand car again. You'll be driving brand new cars. That is what Biafra represents. You'll be driving brand new power bikes. Everything will become new. Those your oil where they take scatter your water where you know they feed fish again, Biafra will take care of the Ogoni cleanup. We will do it. Because we have what it takes to give Ogoni a cleanup. We will make Ogoni brand new. New. Everything will be new. That is what Biafra represents. We are not fighting for Biafra to now start oppressing people, to now start killing people like Fulani herdsmen and ransacking villages. No, that is not what we are. That is not why we are building Biafra. No, 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 no. That is not the aim. The aim of building Biafra is to start giving skills so that even our Ijaw brothers who didn't have any handwork go learn handwork. Bad as he bad, if not carpentry, mechanic, anything, but let it be skill, because that is the country I live in. People live on skills. On skill, not be, if you be panebita, as a panebita, what they do for that zoo there. So if you enter panebita, you know the kind of money where they chop for here. Before you go carry your car, go panebita, you go know how far now. It's even better you go and buy another car than say you carry your car, go panebita. For here. But in that part of the zoo, panebita is one useless man. Where the mechanic na one okoko, we go drink finish, you go dey roll for gutter. Carpenter self, hey, oh boy, yeah. So Biafra will renew the value, will give a value to labor. Where be say now people where they will do the handwork, now then go they get money pass people where they for office. Everything will be new. If you get handwork, now you go they get that you go they earn more money than person where they under air condition. Because that is how it's supposed to be. So we cannot make all these sacrifices, spill all this blood to end up failures. It's not possible. Which means all the effort we make is in vain. We cannot finish all these sacrifices and you will now see for one province, you will now see Supreme Court, they impose governor or regional president through manipulations and all the... No. People will go and vote and you see your vote count. As you they vote, so the thing they show for computer instantly on the screen. Not be say you go fair reach INEC office before the counter. No. Even for where you vote, you know who win there at that spot. Of which you can even, if you can vote with your phone, with your security ID and all that. You don't even need to say they come out for polling unit, they go line up. Because there will be a database that controls every information about our identity. So that we go know how many where we be. We not go fit get Biafra now, we don't know our population. Every day will be 200 million. Every day will be 200 million. Every day will be 200 million. That is not the kind of Biafra we are building. A Biafra where police go stop you for road. They know they ask you who are you. All they need to do is ask you your document. Can I have your document? With your document, they will press the computer. They see everything about you. Where we say if you commit traffic offense, police catch you for road, they will just write how much you will pay for your offense, give you. Put out for system, later will they come for your house until you go and pay. Not be Biafra where you go jam person car, and I will take fight, settle them. No. If you hit person car, you bring your insurance paper, una go sign, fill form. You will go submit your insurance document to the insurance company. They will come and look at the damage and the insurance go pay. So there won't be need for you jam my car, will break your head. No. That is the Biafra we are building. That is the Biafra we are building. A well-structured Biafra, where the issue of tribalism, I am from Anioma, I'm from this, I'm from Aniocha, all that will be over. Because your identity will be issued to you in your place of residence. What we'll be talking about is, where are you resident? Not where do you come from. No. Where are you resident? Now, where your resident day, now you come from. It's not important whether you are from, wherever you come from, it is your residence that we'll look at when Biafra comes. So the issue of minority, Ibi, Urobo, will be wiped off completely. This Anioma where they talk, so Anioma. Now the situation where the zoo put us. Every day, Anioma. Every day, Anioma. What is Anioma? Anioma is just a name of an area. Now, for you to know who I am, I have to identify myself as Anioma. That is just a name of an area. People know that I no longer tell you where I live, where I have my residence. That should be what matters, not where you come from. Because where you come from is completely unnecessary. What is important is, are you a Biafran citizen? Yes. Where are you resident? You call the name of where you are resident, the address and everything. That settles it. So the issue of I be Ijo, I be Urobo, I be minority, I be majority would be taken care of. Because it's no longer important whether you be from Abia or from N. Who cares? Nobody cares. What is important is, are you a Biafran citizen? Yes. So where are you resident? Can I have your document? They take them, check your system, everything correspond. If you are involved in any crime, they check the level of crime, because the Constitution will not determine. Not be every crime where person commit, police they arrest them for here. You get what you go commit, they will just write you fine where you go pay. Send you bill, you go pay. Sometimes if you get something where you go commit, they will take you to court. Now judge go give you fine to pay. Police can never, even if say they arrest you on something, the next day they will take you to court. You go and sign for yourself if it requires. So if we begin the talk, we know if we finish on today. We won't finish it today. So, but one thing I ask you to do for us all is to share this video, let it go around, so that our people who are living with this mentality of them be minority, Igbo go dominate them. The Igbo man would even be too busy in Biafra to think about domination, because everybody go there busy, they find way solution to development. We'll be seeking developmental solutions to make Biafra great. Why are people talking about domination in the zoo called Nigeria? Because there is no job. If you wake up in the morning, you go to your work, you come back and get tired, you sleep, you have to sleep to have enough rest to return to work the next day. Now you will come to think of domination. When you have project to handle that has to do with national interest, you will not leave issue of national interest where you get bridge to build. Bridge self will they give you headache. Where they say you they feel headache because that bridge you are talking about how to structure it, you will not leave bridge where you go build, road where you go build, they think of dominating a German. Does it really make any sense? Because in Biafra, now work, our life will be based on work. On work. You say when I go work, you go tire. This one when they talk so I don't see work for zoo. You go see work, you go run. Because there is we have a lot of work on the ground. You will even be making the money, you no go get time to enjoy them. You will be making money as a Biafra. You know, say people where they make money, they don't they feel enjoy them. You will be so busy, like I'm working Sunday to Sunday without no time, that you won't even know, you won't even have time, say they go catch fun. All this one where people go wake up in the morning, they go enter Nkwobi, from one Nkwobi shop to another Nkwobi shop, and they like, where will you have that time? When you have work to do, and they bamba motor without substance. You'll be so busy that you'll be so occupied with work that you wouldn't even remember if there is a mama put where they. You would even forget that there is a nightlife. Even if, say, everywhere nightlife, people go they bubble. Will you have that time? Except maybe on weekends. Fridays, people, Thursday, Friday, people will go jolly themselves, come back. By Monday, work don't start again. So you now leave things that you are supposed to do of great importance, be thinking of how to marginalize the man from a job. When even the man from a job is in his own province, thinking of how to produce fish, enough fish for the Biafran people to consume. They are thinking of how to produce enough gin because they are good in production of gin ogogoro. For export, for Biafrans, you know, I like immunity. Everybody will be busy with whatever you have to offer. You will not leave all those production and impact you should be making and be talking about, oh, they won't dominate me. Huh? They won't dominate me. Oh. The issue of dominance is because of joblessness. People don't have anything to do. People are sitting idle because they say that the idle mind is the devil's workshop. That is why you see people involved in everything negative because they don't have a job. When you have a job that you have to wake up by 5, sometimes people wake up 4:30 in the morning, 5 a.m. to prepare to go to work. You go wake up 4:30 in the morning and be talking about one job man where you want to dominate. Maybe you have to start work by 6. You wake up to 5:30, prepare yourself, prepare your meal, do all the things, put on for car, begin the fire, they go work. Now there on your way, you are thinking of, you know, the work you have to do for it. You go use that time, they remember, say, German, they exist for water side. Huh? So the truth is, I see Femi Obi say song. He said, imagine you, one slave Sabi, Niger Delta people will come and be producing ogogoro and fish for Igbo people. Ah, Yoruba. Yoruba. No wonder. You don't see as the Femi take divert the discussion. When I talked about regions that have things to, when you come to the country I live in, every region get what they know them. You get people who be saying now wine that they produce. Some be saying now milk and cheese, butter that they produce. They produce it. If you have market for export, you send it out for export. If you have market for locals, you put it in for local consumption. So if the job people have to produce fish, are they going to produce the fish and dash it to Igbo man for free? Under Biafra, you cannot produce the fish and be dashing it to Igbo man for free. Whatever you produce, you sell for your income. If now hot, then they produce. They distribute and sell for income. You understand what I'm saying? So we are not telling the job people to come and be doing ogogoro for Igbo man to the drink for free. Or if we drink finish, well, he just should produce. Look at Femi is asking me which country. I'm not going to tell you which country. I'm not going to tell, because you don't even deserve the answer. Because it's very clear that you people are backward. And that is why we are fighting for Biafra. When the time comes, people like you to get visa will hard you. Make I even mark your name, keep. I not go block you, but I will mark your name, keep. I will give your name to Biafra Embassy in Lagos. or anywhere Femi Obie says so. I will put your name, this Femi, for all Biafran embassies in the world. If you go apply for visa, they will deny you because you are a terrorist. I have just taken your name, and I will place it on every embassy around the world. If you now put your name, they will say, now you they challenge Mr. Pat for Facebook, no visa for you. No visa. Your eye go come shine. You go come see, say, we know they play for here. So that is it. We are all working. Nobody say, I won't come to Biafra. I don't need you. Now so now they talk. Now so now they talk. You don't need me. One time come now they cry, say we they segregate on. After all of us be one country before. The see and they no agree give us visa. Ordinary visit. You see Igbo people. What you go to hear? You see Igbo. They no agree give us their visa. May we go visit. You see them because they don't go. Igbo man with sense. That time now you go remember see Igbo man get sense. Now you they blab now. Because you don't even believe say the Biafra will come. But the Biafra will come. The Biafra will come. But when that Biafra come, we are not going to remind you of your atrocities anyway. Because by then, we will even be too happy to remember all the evil way una do us. We'll be too happy, too excited. When we will see you now, are you Femi? That guy that used to challenge me on Facebook. How now? Hey, you see, I say we don't get Biafra. So what can I do for you? You talk, I give you the help where you need. Because that is what we represent. We don't hate people. You say, what makes you think I need visa? Definitely you are going to need it. You are going to need it. Without any doubt, you are going to need it. You know, because you will want to see, you would want to see, you know, for yourself. You would want to see for yourself the achievement of the Biafran people. You would want to come and enjoy free light and free water. You want to come and spend holidays in Biafra land. To come and test our cuisine. To come and take a look at our beaches and, you know, waterways. You're going to need it, Mr. Femi. I can assure you that. But we'll give it to you because we don't harbor hate in our hearts. We'll give it to you because we also want you to be part of human development so that you can take your ideas back to Duduwa Republic and implement it there. So that is it. So I want to thank you guys. I say thank you for being part of the program. I love you guys. Even if you have a contrary view, to what I'm saying, it doesn't matter. It is your right to have a contrary view. Most of the things I say out of fun here is because I want to send the message in a very mild, simple way. I don't hate nobody. All I need is let the people, our people in the riverine areas, the people that have taken the name tag of South and the Niger Delta, let them understand that, you know, those are just geopolitical names. It's not, you don't have to use geopolitical names as a name of a republic. It is a very big shame and unfortunate. Biafra is the key. Biafra is the way. Biafra is the light. We have fought before. We are fighting again. We are fighting again because Nigeria have failed to produce. We don't harbor failure. We don't reinforce failure. If Nigeria have succeeded, nobody will even talking about Biafra today. You understand what I'm saying? If Biafra have succeeded at the level where we want them, if Biafra has succeeded, if Nigeria have succeeded, we won't be talking about Biafra. There is somebody that said Niger Delta Republic is not Biafra. I'm from Niger Delta myself, and that gives me the impetus, according to people where they speak English. I'm from Niger Delta, and I'm from the South, as they used to say, South. Even if I don't believe that there is anything like South in geography, but I'm from, and we are Biafran people. My own part of Niger Delta is Biafra. So if your own part is not Biafra, we don't have issues with that. Referendum we take care of. And that is why we are proposing referendum, for people to decide where they want to belong. Because that is the best civilized way for, to determine the best civilized way. So my own part of Niger Delta is a Biafran territory. Your own could be Oduduwa, your own could be Arewa. You cannot even when Biafra comes, if you want to join Boko Haram, you are free to do so. But for us, we are Biafrans. My own part of the Niger Delta region is Biafra. For many of you who don't want to join Biafra and you say you are from Niger Delta, you are free to join Arewa, you are free to join Oduduwa, you are also free to join Taliban or Al-Qaeda or it's just a matter of choice. It's all left to you. But for us, we are proudly, because I used to tell people that I'm not just a Biafran, but proudly a proud Biafran. Because there is a difference between being a Biafran and a proud one. My brothers and sisters, you've shown me so much love. You've shown me so much love. And I appreciate so much. Thank you very much. I'll be seeing you guys soonest, possibly tomorrow. It all depends. But you just stay tuned. Stay tuned. And continue to follow, continue to share this video, let it go around. I'm yours and always be yours. Mazi Ikem Patrick Dike. I love you, fellow Biafrans. Thank you. God bless you. If you are coming late, you can go and watch. You can go and watch from the beginning and look at the title of discussion and let the video go around. Thank you very much. I will always engage you on this platform. God bless you all.